Hello, 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 and welcome back. It's Yakuza. Hope all's doing well. Yeah, no, I'm back. I apologize for the day off yesterday. Had to be done. Had to be done. I had to rest because just as a reminder, as you're probably realizing, this is the normal time, but not the normal time. The schedule says that it's the normal time. That's because right now is the 5:30 a.m. like it normally is. It just happens to be earlier. Now, I'm sure you can understand why I might need a little bit of time to adjust to a change of my timings. I've got a bit of a headache today because I'm still not quite ready and used to it. So I apologize in advance for me probably looking like a little bit more grumpy than normal. Bunch of interview stuff. Okay. Let's get the sensual gentleman going then. Alright, bugger it. Why not? Very confusing one. There's a magazine that covers racy topics, but is not considered particularly vulgar. Alright, off to a very interesting start then. Most of the readers are men in their 30s and 40s. Magazines like these are probably their only source of information on idols. It'd be terrific if you could win this segment of the market over, so do your best. The interviewer will be Mizuguchi-san. He can be a little inappropriate at times, but the interview shouldn't last long, so hang in there. The topic of this interview is advice for middle-aged men on how to be popular with young women. There is some legal stuff here that is very dubious. Off to a great start. What they should do to get their attention, things like that. Okay. It's gonna be weird. Alright. Glad to see Yakuza just fucking throwing me at the weird stuff right away. Okay. From Central Gentleman. Very nice to meet you, Arika-chan. Thank you very much for coming. Oh boy, an interview with a young new idol. I've been looking forward to this one, alright. You sure are a cute thing, aren't you? Thank you. But you know, how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. Because, it'd be wild times nowadays. Right, no trouble, no trouble. So, about the interview, have you maintained what it's about? How to be popular with a young woman. Yep. In a case, cute idol, am I right? There's some... Again, wasn't Haruka like 14 or 16 in this? I don't know if I like this. It's in that range, so... No, either way is kind of weird. Especially when you're talking 30s, 40s. Like, I wouldn't be looking at a 16-year-old in relationship advice, I'll be honest. In your eyes, what age do you consider a middle-aged man to be? Huh? What do you think of middle age? Probably... Yeah, it's a good range. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. There you go. That's a... I mean, like, I kind of agree with that statement, but I kind of don't. I don't know. Middle age is a very weird term, isn't it? Okay, next question. Just let's imagine for a minute that you're over 18 and there's an older man you like. So he asks you out on a late night date. Where would you like to go? Besides, younger woman during the day. Also want to go as far as I can. Yeah. Private room in a restaurant. Fuck it. Yeah, I'd love to go to eat. It's a pretty good suggestion. Restaurant sounds innocent enough to make the guys might be able to hide their true intentions too. Yikes. This is making me uncomfortable. Okay. Last question of the interview, thank God. You're over 18. Do you think you'd ever consider no comment. That is... I mean, of course you want more answers that are more, like, intense, but... Like, clearly it wanted me to say only if I loved them in the last one, but, like, that's fucking weird. It's not a question you ask to a young girl like this. What the fuck? It's gonna be a yikes from me, dog. Exactly. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't care what the game wanted me to answer there. I was always gonna answer that way. I did not like that interview at all. So there's a bunch of the story ones still to do. There's the TV refused to thing, and then a couple of quiz stuff in the catcher. And we've got one more interview here. Fuck it, we'll get this interview done as well. Might as well. Get it over and done with. Look, we either do it now or we do it later. I might as well get it all done now and then get into fun gameplay afterwards. Not gonna lie though, I am itching to punch people. There's a fairly hard-hitting gossip magazine. Didn't know this until I'd been accepted, but the editorial department of that is in good with Osaka talent. They might try to talk T-set up and put you down, so watch out for that kind of thing. The interviewer will be Masuda-san. He refers to himself as creepy, but in a cute way. I'm glad we've gone from one extreme to the same extreme. The interview is about your relationships with friends, any feuds you have going with rivals. Okay. Be careful not to badmouth anyone. They'll twist your words and your image will be tarnished. Tarnished. You've got no bitches tarnished. Alright. Well, I mean, I just need to be polite, but, like, state things. I don't know. It's always going to be twisted, no matter what you say. They'll only use pieces. Alright then. Oh, have you already been told? Yes, my relationship with friends. Know about your rivals. See. Readers really love that juicy stuff, you know. Backstabbing, bad mouthing, the nastier the better, I always say. good God. Okay. We're really going to be assholes today. Okay. I don't know what to say. Oh, come on. Let your guard down a little, won't you? Well, first off, let me ask about the Princess League. You've been pretty much crushing the competition, haven't you? Even to the untrained eye like mine, it's easy to see you head over shoulders above the rest, given your superior talent. What do you think all those girls who, of all those girls who aren't at your level? I don't think I'm better than anyone else. They're all good competition. Right? Doesn't that mean that you're too good for them? We're all giving it everything we have in this competition. Each performance is won or lost by very slim margins. A carefully worded answer, you know? I think your manager warned you not to say what you really think. Kind of defeats the point, actually. I hope you'd be a little bit more forthcoming. Shut up. Voice like a talent. You do know who they are, don't you? Yes, do. They used to belong to Diner Cheer, you know, but they decided to jump ship for Osaka Talent. Must leave a bad taste in your mouth, wouldn't you say? So in light of all that, what do you think about T-Set being called the #1 idols in Osaka right now? Oh, fuck it, alright, we'll give them something. I don't think I'll wait you for long. I believe you have a follow a certain code of ethics in order to maintain the trust of your fans. Never did manage to make T-Set as popular as they've gotten with Osaka Talent. Now, even you can deny that Osaka Talent's done a fine job selling T-Set. It isn't all surprising that Dynachia would be bitter about that. Well, but I guess it's really T-Set to blame there. Their success is bound to earn resentment by those below them. Wow. Fuck, alright then. Yeah, no, that's why I didn't want to do that. Got into a little tussle. Is that true? What? Don't know. A manager of yours grabbed one of the T-Set girl's arms, screamed at her. You were apparently right there when it happened. People are saying that Ashira is using you as a weapon of vengeance against Osaka Talent. Were you aware of this growing sentiment? Dynachira isn't seeking revenge. We have a healthy rivalry. It is purely friendly. Oh? So you're saying that Horisa didn't get into an argument with T-Set? He did, but it had nothing to do with revenge. It was just a minor workplace disagreement, not something worth publicizing. Just answering your questions truthfully. I was hoping to get... Yeah, well... but we're such a small... Yeah, we're... Yeah. Yeah. No, at least he acknowledges that it's like, oh, that's the thing that we have to do. I'm sorry. God, my performance is almost fucking maxed out, I think, at this point. Alright. Let's do one of these story ones. Pre-meeting. I want to see what this is. Also, I really wish I could sit up better, but the cat's on my lap. Well, that wraps it up. Hopefully you can... shit's gonna go. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, what? Alright, we're through here then. Thank you. Done. Better get back to the agency. Hold it right there. Sawamura-chan. Yes? Well, aren't you a cute little thing? I'm sorry. Can I help you with something? Oh god, this is it... Why is all of this so creepy? I know it's true, but like... I'm the producer of the informational show. I'm gonna sneeze. Bloody hell. Oh god. Alright. Campus Festival. The name's Takumi. Oh. Sure, I know who you are. Never miss an episode of the Princess League. I've been rooting for you since the beginning, you know? Oh, it's cool. Thank you very much. Ah, the curses of a cute animal in the lap and feeling too bad to take them off. Yep. I mean, he wants to be warm. I don't blame him. Just happens to mean that me being the warmest thing ever, naturally, makes sense. Oh, I need to have a bit of water. My head is just splitting open at this point. Oh. Sorry, this fucking past weekend as well was very rough with the game dev. There was a lot that needed to be done, still more to be done. I'm hoping that for the last stream that I have of game dev this week, we'll be able to release it that day, but we'll see. Oh god, I'm getting invited to a random show again. Okay, why not? Fucking, it is what it is. Oh, Jesus. This, at least a time or two. I certainly have not let go of me. Come on, what have you got to lose? Could be a great opportunity for you. Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this girl would recognize a good business opportunity when she saw one, but I guess I was wrong. Fucking hell. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. Creepy bastard. I just grabbed my wrist. Is infamous for trying to swoop up young girls like that. You weren't going to go along with it, were you? No, of course not. Good. I'd hate to think our opponent was doing anything like that to get ahead. Well, I'd better get going. Wait. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you for saving me. Look, I wasn't trying to rescue or anything. It's just a hate crap Takumi tries to pull. Takumi? One of those. Takumi, yeah. Of course, I didn't go along with it either. Just can't stand to see it, yeah. Thank you, I'll be careful. Glad to hear it. Oh, and keep what I told you between us. You hear? Can't have you telling Mai or Nakai-san. Alright. Look forward to going up against you. See ya. Oh, at least it's a bit more friendly rivalry going now. How cute. Friends. Let's do this one. See what this is. Courtesy calls. Please not be creepy. Please don't be creepy. Please don't be creepy. Please don't be creepy. Oh, hey, you dragon. Okay, so far not creepy. The fucking hand movements. Can't be asked to animate the fingers sometimes. I appreciate that. Can't believe it's actually him. They say his readings are scarily accurate. Always wanted to have him read my palm one day. Alright, hello. How's it? It is. You're Haruka-chan. You're from Princess League. God, fucking everyone knows who I am. It's good. Strong greeting. I like it. I'm Suhei Shimada. Been watching you on TV. Oh, nice. Really? That's nice to hear. So you've seen me do my palm readings on celebrities, huh? Always wondered what you'd say about me. Oh, well, now's your chance to find out. Let's have a look. Really? Okay. Fucking, if this is creepy, I swear to God. Please let it not be creepy. Please. Please let it not be creepy. With the frizz? No way. God damn it. Why did my brain go there? With the frizz? You have a cross on your heart line. That's what's called an embroidered mark. It's pretty rare. An embroidered mark, what's that? Means that you've often caught up in trouble of those around you, even though you yourself haven't done anything wrong. Sound familiar? Yeah. Readings really are as accurate as they say. Does my palm tell you? Let's see, what else? Oh, would you look at these? These are unusual too. What is it? Grief lines. They show just how much pain and sadness you've been through. Does that seem accurate? So far I'm hearing pretty generic stuff. Someone so young of age to have been through so much already. Let's see. People, these lines have had difficult experiences, but on the other hand, they're big-hearted and kind. Is that you? Please let this be a normal interview. With the adults? No way. There's no way I can play that music, but I fucking love that music. Look, we all know that fucking intro, right? Like, or am I part of that old generation again? Older, I guess. Like, I still remember when, some of the games finally came out in, like, floppy disk and disc. I had some of those, like the bug one, if anyone played that. Where it's just like you go through basically an episode. It's so weird. It was a cool series. Okay, old man, fuck you. Okay, boomer. Whenever my teacher would put on that show for a lesson, we knew damn well we weren't going to learn a thing. I don't know. I stand by. I learned quite a lot from that show because that was foundational knowledge that I then proceeded to, like, go research more. Right? Like, white blood cells, right? Do you have any idea how many people, when I was in high school, didn't understand what a white blood cell was? Like the difference between a white blood cell and a red blood cell. And I'm not kidding, most of that information I learned from fucking Magic School Bus. Like, straight up. Stuff around the solar system as well. Like, almost all my foundational knowledge came from fucking Magic School Bus. My schooling was terrible. And then I got interested in it, and then I'd go look up books in the library and be a nerd. It was either Magic School Bus or Bill Nye the Science Guy. See, I never watched Bill Nye the Science Guy when I was younger. Maybe that was just a thing in New Zealand. Is like, we just didn't really have Bill Nye. I think, to this date, I've never actually watched an episode of Bill Nye. I've seen bits from them, but I've never seen a full episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Say what you will about that. I just... I don't know, should I watch it? I don't think I should bother at this point, right? It's because it was, what else was there when I was growing up? There was the one that Richard Hammond did. It was a Brainiac, I think was what the show was called. That was fun. There was also, was it Mythbusters? And there was another show I remember watching, I think it was called Eureka, which was like two girls doing a bunch of science stuff in as well. Like, I actually watched a lot of those shows when I was young. Yeah, it was two women like doing stuff, and I remember probably the episode I remember the best is the one about pressure distribution. Is that one of them was wearing a heel, and like they both stood on a thing on a drum, and like it didn't go through, but the moment she put her heel on it, it immediately goes through, because it's not about the amount of it's not always about the amount of weight, it's about the amount of force to specific point. So the more force put behind a smaller object, the more likely it is to do penetration of some kind, or just break something, right? Whereas, like, if it's evenly distributed, then it's you can put a lot more weight on. I don't know, maybe I was weird and I watched way too many of those sort of shows. You know, I had way too much free time. Aren't you one? I could have gone to a huge success. Huh? Isn't that your dream too? Real? You mean you're actually serious about trying to win the whole thing? Well, of course. That's why I've been working so hard. Got to itch. Where my cat's head was, I had to itch. He's not happy. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even think you should let yourself get your hopes up too either, you know? But I have to go now. Got something good to tell you, Don't tell anyone I told you this, but I hear those TC girls are doing an old pillow dance with the Princess League producer. Jesus. Itched the wrong head, wait a minute. No, you're right. People learn more from TV than school. School's boring. I mean, yeah, right? Like, again, my degree in education coming through here, the biggest fault of a lot of stuff is engagement. And engagement levels are really hard to gauge. But, like, especially when you look at neurodivergence, right? There's so much evidence from that I don't know why they're not using that as a point as well. In general, which is like a kid watching a game tutorial versus watching like a science lecture. The kid like kept moving around and like jigging out and stuff like that and trying to do stuff to kind of keep being able to watch it, and it required a lot of effort. Like they were swinging in their chair a lot, all that sort of stuff. Like, genuinely speaking, it is actually a very important thing to find a way to engage the student. And that's something that a lot of educational environments, like main school environments, do not do. That's why I enjoyed university. It actually engaged me a lot of the time, and especially my favorite lecturer. My favorite lecturer at uni, he did not sit at the front of the class. We put all of our desks together into the center, all of the tables and everything, I should correct, because we didn't have desks. And it was just in like a boardroom, and we would just sit around the big table that we'd made and talk, and you could just interrupt him if you felt like you needed to. And I did. There's a lot of recordings of our lectures, and it's just me like going, hey, but what about this? And he's like, you know, that's a good point. Let's talk to that. And we start talking about it, and we go down the pathway of it, like going through it, because we're talking about like a lot of educational philosophy, educational concepts that aren't like hard and fast, stuff like that. And that's important in that situation. In fact, apparently I was getting a lot of praise online. I didn't know about this until later. But the students that weren't able to be in the schooling environments, that were listening only to the lectures via the recording, really appreciated me piping up constantly. Schools are based on 18, 19th century school. That's the problem. You're not far off with that. I can speak to New Zealand that we have not changed since the 1940s. 1940s, 1950s range. Like, actually speaking, I have written essays on this. Our education system was shaped at about that point, and only mild changes happened since. And then that's about the same with everywhere else in the world. However, the foundational concepts of what education is teaching in New Zealand alone also hasn't changed since about the 18th century. Also, that entire conversation that I was just talking over. So fucking stupid. Right, but yeah, no, like, it aggravates me to no end that we're at a stage, because, okay, do you know why mathematics are taught the way that they are? Open-ended question. Feel free to answer in any way that you see fit. I will not, because not what I know isn't 100% the correct answer, but it's the foundational answer. I want to see what other people think, though. Why do you think maths is taught the way it is? Why do you think maths is taught the way it is? That is all I'm asking. No idea? Okay. Are you ready for the really shitty answer that you're going to realize really quickly when I say it? Mathematics, in its core, is still designed around the conceptual system of everyone being able to build their own houses. Now, you might question that for a moment. How much of it is dedicated to spatial-based mathematics? Stuff like shapes and such. Then how many of the examples are also still based around like making a house? And the requirements around that. The design behind mathematics was a practical purpose because at the time they needed people to be able to handle basic mathematics. Cool, we've done that. That's where you go down the more algebraic route. That's the theoretical mathematics to get really fucking high in there. But the other stuff, trigonometry and all that, that is designed in the practical sense that you would be like building your own houses, you'd be doing all of these more egregious tasks that we don't actually do as a general basis anymore. Like hard labor work, that's what it was for. Or harder labor work. Yeah, like all of that sort of stuff. Like figuring out the angles of the triangle, figuring out the distance of each of the faces, all these sorts of things. All of that hails origin with core concepts, primarily construction. Because yeah, no, go back 100 years and people still were building their own houses because they could. In New Zealand now, you cannot build your house without a permit and without and normally to get the permit, you need to actually have a registered building advisor, which means that you're pretty much getting them to build it anyway, unless you yourself own a company that does it. Doesn't that sound like really silly when I say it like that? Alright, I've done enough of the schedule stuff for now. Let's do this thingy.
Hi.
So that is one of the biggest problems with mathematics, is that it is super outdated in what it's teaching. A lot of that mathematical theory should have actually been moved to science a long time ago, and science be taught earlier. Also, something that America does that a lot of the other countries don't do, and I do not understand this, is teaching philosophy early. Philosophy is actually a very important thing to teach early in the modern era. Being able to conceptually think in an independent manner. To be fair, not all schools in America do this, and not a lot of them do it well, but the concept is there. Also, there's an argument to be made that economics, or basic economics, the concept of supply and demand, should be taught, just so people can comprehend that inside of the mathematics sphere. That's what I would argue, as well as it should be essential that a student learn a second language in like when they're about 5, or be learning one up until like the end of their primary education, or elementary education, I guess is what some people, some countries call it.
Hi.
So yes, again, grandiose thoughts of someone that really should pipe down with his thoughts. I have no legitimacy to all of my arguments here, by the way. It is just based on theoreticals and experience. But like, yeah, no, the important stuff is to find a way to work with your students, because I wrote an entire thing about like motivation in the classroom and its attribution to vocal. The more vocal a student is, clearly the more motivated they are, or the more engaged they are, which I'm sure everyone here can attest. Are you always vocal when you're engaged or motivated? Or are you sometimes quiet and don't talk, would prefer to maybe ask a question later, or you're too afraid to ask the question because you're too afraid that you're going to feel stupid for it? How much of the stuff today is based on Greek and Arabic math and sciences? A lot, yeah. I mean, like, we have a lot of stuff that is still based on centuries-old systems and archetypes. However, some of it isn't intrinsically wrong. It is just the way it is approached. Is not approached in a living manner. And when I say living manner, I mean kind of like living documents, if you've ever come across the that concept. The idea that it evolves with the environment. that's something that I have not seen that successful in a lot of education environments, is the evolving with the era and the constant nature of having to make such structured and effective rules and then being wrong in a year's time. I mean, in New Zealand, we make them and they're wrong before they're even out. They were wrong fucking 10 years ago. So move on from... No, I mean, again, like, it's not intrinsically wrong with that stuff. The biggest fault we have in a lot of education environments is the banking method, right? Banking method being referred to the concept that the teacher deposits the information into the student, and then when they request and then they have a test, which is the requesting of the information to be regurgitated. That's it, right? It's I give you information, you give it back. What happened in like ancient Athens and stuff like that with the more philosophical groups was that they would question that information. And that's what needs to happen. The floor needs to be opened up so a student can query them. And I will be using very old terminology here. The student should be able to request the information of the master without repercussion. And that should be something that should be learned. It should feel like it is possible to get to receive information and it not and that not be a problem, because then people would be more inclined on average to go find information, something that currently is quite lacking. However, I will also admit that one thing I commonly hear, because I pay attention to the news internationally quite a lot, is a lot of people don't like doing that because it depresses them. And I'm going to be honest, that's fair. It's really fucking sucky that we live in a world where you can look at the news and you're like, cool, I'm sad now. And it's pretty consistent. To be fair, that emotion is a little bit stronger than just like joy or ambivalence, but doesn't stop it from being not a good thing that you can't have a positive experience with media. Alright, get their position is available for each company. Okay. As well, there will also be dance portion later on. Alright, so I have to do a dance later. Cool. If hired you as a poster girl, part of your duty would be to help us determine our company image. Having been familiarized with what we're all about, we'd then have you brainstorm with us to come up with, for example, a scenario for a poster. That sounds like an important responsibility. Okay, yes it is. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but are you by any chance familiar with what we're all about here at Watami? I actually cannot remember. I'm gonna go with this. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. Okay, cool. Thank God. When you hear this sort of scenario, do you for poster that is? Cook apron. God damn it. Going good, but Haruka's idea was based off the core concept alone. God damn it, these two are fucking just whiny little shits. Also, why is there just no music? There's no BGM at all, right? This is really eerie. I feel like I'm having to cover so much dead air right now. Alright, next question. Oh, of course, please do. How accurate is Inside Out on emotion? I cannot speak to this purely because I have not actually watched Inside Out. However, from what I have heard from professionals in the field, keep in mind this is second-hand, third-hand information, is that they do use Inside Out as a way of children comprehending stuff. It is not 100% accurate, but it is definitely a really good step in a way that, from what I've heard, is a great way of showing or explaining those sorts of things. I should probably watch that movie at some point because it has interested me. I just don't know if I have access to it right now. It's a Pixar movie, right? Which means it will probably be on Disney Plus. Might watch it later today if I've got the time. I don't think I will though, because I've got study today. And I've got the rest of the programming. It might be later the week I could do it. For example, we have freshly squeezed orange juice cocktail with orange slices, appropriately called Spaceship from Orange Planet. Cute, don't you think? We have an interesting drink made from energy drink, peach, and red bayberry. Let's see, what was it called again? Red, white, and blue. Red fuzzy cow pow. What? Red and orange Cowtown. I don't. What the fuck am I? It has been so long since I got this information. I have no idea. I forget. I mean, I think it's like almost 2 streams ago that I got this information. Or 2 Yakuza streams ago. You know what? I'm naughty. Fuck you. This is just memory game. I don't like memory game. Okay, what do we? Which one is this one? We're looking for this one. I'm totally not cheating. Okay, to be fair, wanna know my safety thing for this? I was actually thinking it was red fuzzy cow pow. That is apparently the correct one. Good God, these two are just fucking salty little fellas with each other, aren't they? Perfect name for this. Haruka Harmonic Pubsuka, goddamn. Haruka nah. Go with Haruka Sweet 17. That sounds way nicer. Alright. I need to close the guide because I don't want to accidentally read more. I'm sorry, cat. I keep harassing you. Very fitting for a cute idol such as yourself. Cool. Constantly derail the conversation we're talking about. Yeah, god damn it. Fucking what? Angry people, I swear. That's a bit cheesy. Yeah, well, all the options are cheesy. Alright, must agree. Okay, so now we need to do a dance. Okay, cat, I am very sorry if I irritate you with this, okay? You good with this? I'm about to do a dance thing. Which type of dance is it, is the question. Is it battle dance, or is it, okay, it's one of these dances, alright. Dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah. There we go. I think I did pretty well with that. I don't know if I'd say I'm getting better, but you know. Blah, blah, blah. First come, first serve. Harker is perfect for when anyone else is perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Let Haruka decide. She can tell us what comes to. Oh god, fucking goddamn it. Oh Jesus. Just promise that you wouldn't be protesting when you're newly chosen. Christ. Dance Dance Revolution, hell yeah. Can't wait for a stream where we do that, eh? I fall on my face. Firstly, hi, sweet, cool, that's done. That was a fucking stupid quest. best ditch and have a showdown. Fair enough. That's a good point. I should probably still, because I have the chef dude that I need to do his stuff with as well, right? But I need to go have dance battles to have damage done to me. God damn, this is just... These conversations go on for so fucking long without any music in the background. It's just so fucking weird. But I don't think I've ever really noticed it as much because like normally the game has like this audio in the background. And like it fills the air a little bit. Christ. What's this one about? Okay. Whatever. I don't know why I just randomly slowed down there. Very strange. It's like Persona, but at least Persona had background music. Yeah, like... Look, I'm all for long drawn out things. But the fact is that, yeah, Persona actually filled it with BGM. Like, it did it correctly in that sense. Though, one of the big faults that I will give Persona that a lot of those JRPGs have is the silent protagonist. And I know that's kind of what some people want, but, like, I appreciate these games because I'm not the one defining their personality. They are. Which means that they can do more work around engineering the story to that sort of thing. So while there's choice, most of the time there's a correct and a wrong choice. I don't know, you could say that railroads it more, in a sense. But, whoops, I looked at chat at that moment. Look, I will also stress, I love both games for different reasons, but it's just kind of one of those things that I don't know if I quite like still, is the silent protagonists. I'm just imagining having most Persona dialogue, but without music, and it's just glad it does. Yeah, like, honestly, think about how fucking horrendous that would be of an experience. The music, you might get takedown. Oh, I mean... The music in game should be safe. There should be no reason I should worry about that. Any game music is normally safe unless there's a reason. It's not, basically. Okay, so I'm looking for some of the places north here. Going north side so we can get some food. Because like the rule with game music a lot of the time is it's under a fair use contract, so it's safe. But I will not say that it is 100% always safe, right? I know that there's a couple of games that have some issues with that. Especially indie games where they don't, like, they own the copyright for the music. They don't think about the fact that, like, the game won't. Some companies force takedown for no reason. No, not really. Nintendo's the only one that that argument could be made for, and normally there's a reason. I'm not saying the reason's correct. I'm saying that there is a reason normally. Japan's very aggressive about protecting their IPs. I mean, just look at how Nintendo was back when consoles were just starting to be a thing. They made a massive, massive international movement to ensure that consoles weren't called Nintendos. Because that was actually something that people might not know is early on, that was actually happening. People would call it a Nintendo. And they made a big advertising campaign about how there is no such thing as a Nintendo. There is only Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Game Boy, all these sorts of things. And Nintendo games. There is no such thing as a Nintendo. The reason is because it would turn into public space, and having company name in public space is actually really horrendous because you can't copyright it anymore. And Japan's just kind of aggressive with that. But like, the fact is, I've played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance music, and that's fine. Anyone can. In fact, the only music out of that list that I normally play that's questionable is God of War. Yes, the new God of War and God of War Ragnarok, those two games are the only ones that have music that can get sometimes pinged. So it's not normally companies that do a forced takedown like that. It's normally independent organizations that try and do it so they can get some money. Because if they take one down and it is actually legitimate, then they can get a cut of the revenue that they cut off from, from that thing, instead of the actual company getting most of the revenue, if it is true. Like, ironically enough, I think I've talked about this before, but the only issues I've really had with my videos, was with Disney, and it was them claiming it was a movie, not music. Because in the Lego Star Wars stuff I did, the scrolling text apparently pinged one of the later movies anytime the scrolling text happened. Did I take damage in that one? Yes, I did. Cool. So, again, copyright stuff, a lot of people complain about it, saying like, oh, it happened unjustly. It's more often than not, it's not unjustly. I'm not saying it is 100% justified, but a lot of the time, outside of like really stupid stuff that's normally not to do with companies, it's about to do with individuals. That's the stuff where it gets weird. Companies, it's normally a bit more linear. And normally there's better ways of resulting in fixing it. Actually, what I will speak to as well, just kind of really hammering on this, and I should probably stop soon on hammering on this, I do apologize, is, what is it? YouTube's guidelines are actually the thing that's more worrisome, because a lot of the time they're up for interpretation of the individuals, and I mean the individuals at the company. There's been plenty of times where they've left it so ambiguous that the company has to figure, each individual employee has to figure it out in this context. So consider that, I guess. But no, Nintendo's the big one for it, and the biggest reason as to why they take down videos nowadays is actually quite fascinating. So I think it was... what is his name? It's not Point Crow, it's the other one. No, is it Little Ant? Is that his name? Very prevalent Nintendo game YouTube content creator. He explained it really well, as he explained that Nintendo don't hate you doing mods. They don't like it because normally it's an emulator. What they do not like, small ant, yeah. What they do not like is you explaining how to do it. Because explaining how to get a mod in means you're explaining how to get an emulator to play the game instead, and that is something that they do not like, because that's basically you explaining how to pirate their games. Now, mind you, these content creators, that's not what they do, and a lot of people don't do this. They will buy the game and then they will mod it separately. But it's not that it's undeniable that that is what some people do, is that some people do not buy Legends of Zelda. They get an emulator and play it via that instead. Someone's streaming early. No, this is the new time because daylight savings. So currently we're an hour into the stream and it's 6:30, which is normal timing. I did mention this last week, is that, yeah, no, we'll be having slightly different times now. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. Yeah, I missed that entirely. This one's really fucking hard, holy shit. Fuck. I still won that. Yeah, it's 1:30 over here, Olivia. No worries. Sleep at 7 a.m. Goddamn. I somehow won that. I'm honestly quite surprised I managed to win that. I thought I did fucking horrendously there. Give me that ramen. I remember this ramen joint. Ramen joint, sorry. Just have a basic one. jump to the story you're working on. Oh, that kind of sucks. Now doing 3 news stories connected to each other. Fair enough, as long as I mean, that's a lot of work to do for multiple stories. So I will it's the old one with better, a newer version. Okay, that makes a bit, so just rewriting from the ground up. Cool, that makes sense. I mean, that's fair. Dump it and cheat on you or something. God damn. Okay, I should probably talk to Tatsuya now, because I have, like, was it 2 restaurants to go talk to him about? He's around... There he is. I was sure he was on this bridge, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
He's from call. So clocks went forward 2 days ago because it went on Saturday, and that's why I didn't stream yesterday. Because I acknowledged that I had not had enough time to readjust to when I would need to wake up, and that's why I've got a headache today, because I'm still not quite adjusted. And the story is like, it's a reality shift thing in stories. It's supposed to be connecting to your other stories, but did not work. Oh, okay. That makes a bit more sense. I'm now with a big brain plan with a post. Oh Jesus, that's a lot. That's that'd be fucking the big brain plot. Go George R. R. Martin, but split it into multiple series. Galaxy brain. Just write 1 word per book. Galaxy, a true galaxy brain. They have to fucking buy 700 books. Fucking imagine someone tries to pull that off, eh? And so you get a paragraph per fucking book. And move the... I can finish in 8 months. That's a very short amount of time to try and get that done. It's very ambitious. No, it's on a website. Ah, okay. Ebook, yeah. Ebook, 1 paragraph per book. 100,000 books. Big ass book by the end of it. But yeah, no, fucking since I don't have any like manual clocks, it is just auto done for me through internet, so that's good when it comes to moving the clocks around. The only clocks I have are my computer and my phone, so, which I feel like is most people nowadays. Like, okay, genuine question, who actually has a manual clock in their house? Or an alarm clock that would have to be adjusted for daylight savings. I want to know now, because like I'm wondering how much of like the modern era is just now only your phone and your computer for that. You have 5? God damn. You have 4? Really? Maybe I feel now I'm feeling like I'm the one in the wrong here. Not having jack shit. I don't know, I don't find it necessary. Oh, that's really close. Bro got no time in his room. That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Spend it all on my fucking projects.
へえ。
No, I don't know. Maybe it's because basically where you see right now is the only space I really actually stay in. So it is just this small room. So because of that, my computer's pretty much on always. If my computer's on, then I can see the time. If I'm not in here, I'm probably out of the house, which means that I'd look at my my phone. That's why I forgot to stream yesterday. Sure, we'll go with that. Definitely not a scheduled break. It was definitely I forgot. Looks at schedule, definitely forgot.
待ってるよ。
He forgot, exactly. Okay, so I need to find one more place, right? So it's got to be on the north side still. We can just pop in and... Oh, this is south. God damn it. We can just pop in and out of places until we find it. So we've been at this ramen joint. We've been to here. I don't think I can go in here, as well as that's a bar anyway. So it's probably not going to go on his list. There is this place here. This isn't something for him. Okay. Don't show me to a table. I want to leave. By the way, I'm telling this. Oh no. Know why I'm telling this, but I accidentally sent a pic of you in a maid dress, so you're in trouble again. That is, yeah. I mean, you get no sympathy from me on that one. Accidentally. Undo it then. To be fair, you can't undo what's happened to the internet. This place? No. But I've been to this place so many times in Yakuza 2. What? What am I supposed to do? God, I actually can't even fathom how much I fucking ate here. To get a very specific combo of stats going. Got my maxed out levels. Kiryu being big and chunky. Okay, oh Jesus, that... So not there. Not here, right? Now the question is, why were you in a maid outfit? Yeah, I mean, I will agree with that. There is a query to be made there. So we've been there. So what other food places are there? There's a place to the south, but I feel like I've been in that sushi place, right? Oh, I can tell him about this place. Oh, okay. Fucking takoyaki place that I helped out. Takoyaki. Oh, photograph. I think that was the noise for me completing, right? I think it's you, the photography person, right? Oh, no, not that. Says the clocks go back in October. Probably. Again, I can't speak to when the clocks go back for other people. It's just in New Zealand, they went back on Saturday. Or went forward on Saturday, sorry. I know different places or different time zones have it, different. Also, hello, Kiryu. Get the fuck out the way! Get the... Alright. People, man, I swear. I think it's this person that does the photography stuff, right? Why does Haruka fight? When does Haruka fight? Yeah, when do I just get to fucking punch someone, alright? I actually fucking want to. When do I just get to, like, actually ruin someone's face?
Yeah.
AI is dumb. Yeah, the model stuff is a little jank sometimes. Trying to get through the crowds. It is rough.
じゃあそれください。これ好きだな。
Okay, so that's 3 eateries, which is normally what he wants, right? Okay. So now we have all of that leveled out, and now I can wait to try and find the food that he makes. Okay, cafe mostly focus on sweets. I mean, it will probably be over to the side, not be too difficult. I can look at the location he was at to test it. Alright, so now I can actually start getting stat ups and overcharge my health bar, right? Because that's something that I think would be probably useful to do. To be fair, Haruka has a really small health bar, which just makes the second health bar a lot less effective. And she gets filled up really easily. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with that. Why do companies struggle with AI in games? I can explain that very simply in the fact that AI is really hard to do. I made a pseudo AI for a school project and it took me a week to just make it fucking sort of move when it's not targeting the player and when it's targeting the player to run at them up until a distance. A week to do that AI. To be fair, that's solo. Take that as you will. These companies should have some room for stuff, but like think about... Okay. the amount of AI processes that are happening on screen right now, right, is like 20-ish, right? There's a lot of AI right here alone. All of these need to run, be able to run in parallel without causing problem, and have functions like if I knock them over, if I have enough speed or momentum, stuff like that. And they have a route that they want to take. That's why, like, if I turn around, you'll see some appear, and then I'll turn around, and then some disappear. Some get saved, some don't. So what they've done here is that they've made AI really fucking shitty because there's so many running at a time, they don't want to overload the program and cause it to be super laggy, which I think is a reasonable thought. So, in short, AI often is much stupider than it should be because there's normally more AI, so you need to be able to run them in parallel. Could I make an AI that does everything perfectly? Yes. But do you realize how that much of my computer that's going to take up? And then imagine running like 20 of those at once. So, give you 30 minutes, you need to do something, fair enough.
まだ社長から聞いてなかった。
何をです？
社長、はるかちゃんが戻ったら一緒に可愛い服見繕うんやって流行りの店でね。え？今頃事務所で君の帰り待ってると思うで。
社長、その話忘れてなかったんだ。
思い立ったらすぐ行動の人やからね。さ、そういうことやからさ、急いで事務所戻ろうか。
はい。
おっと、その前に薬局に行かなあかなんだんや。
薬局ですか？
うん、社長の右手の怪我、まだ腫れが引かへんみたいで、湿布を頼まれたんや。
それなら私も行きます。社長の怪我、気になってたんです。
そうか、それやったら一緒に行こうか。
はい。
So something's gonna go wrong here, right? Like super wrong.
どうかした？
これ社長に似合うかな。堀江さん、ちょっとこれ見てもいいですか？
ゆっくり選んだ。
I thought that was render distance thing. They disappear. It's within render space. That's why, like, they can be directly behind me, and then they'll do well, they'll disappear. It's something I do with it's instance clearing up, if that makes sense. Like the game I'm making, right? You've seen the slimes walking in. If they go outside of the screen, they will pause in space. And they will take up less memory space because of that. The reference that they're there, they'll stay until re-enabled, but outside of that, they won't take up memory space. So it means I can have more. Also, why are they just being bitches again?
社長にプレゼントを。ああ、それでか。納得。そのダッサいブローチ、あのおばさんにぴったりだわ。
In a sense, render distance is a component of instance handling like that. A lot of games tie them the same. They won't render entities inside, outside of the render distance. Games that tend to have a simplification process for it instead, which is it can be dicey. Still resource intensive more than deactivating the instance.
はるかちゃんも事務所変えたら、あんな腐ったアイドル崩れのとこよりいくらでもマシなとこあるでしょ。
Could y'all just stop being assholes? What is memory leaking game? Memory leak is really simple to explain. It is so what if I tell it calculation to in the game, I tell the game to do 1 + 1. It does 2, okay? But what if I tell it not to delete the 2? That 2's there in memory space now. Oh, really? What a bitch. Oh, damn. I think Haruka is about to throw a fucking punch. But yeah, so like imagine the byte of memory that's required to hold the number 2 is still there. And then I tell it to do that calculation again. And then I tell it to do that calculation again. So that's now 3 bits of memory that is now allocated to the number 2 and not being used. What happens if I do that about, say, 10,000 times? That is going to cause the game to no longer be able to function because the RAM's used up. Or a large amount of the RAM's used up. So that's what a memory leak is. It's basically just not getting rid of something, and it's just clogging up the memory space, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oi! 何してんねんお前ら。
いいじゃないの堀江。
社長。
久しぶりね。二人とも元気？
別に。
はるか？お二人に土下座して差し上げて。
どういうこと？
ただし、あなたたち本当にいいのかしら？
何がよ。
昔と違って今のタレントにオフはないわ。あるとしたら自分の家の中くらい。一歩外に出たらそこは営業の場よ。ブログや SNS、 いい噂も悪い噂も一瞬にして世界中に広がる時代。こんなところで他社のタレントに土下座なんてさせたらどうなるんでしょうね。
Ooh. God damn. I
ライバル
mean,
を蹴落とそうとして逆に自分が転げ落ちていったタレント。私も嫌というほど見てきたわ。あなたたちはその典型みたいね。
行こうまい。なんだか冗談が通じなかったみたい。
うん。ばっかみたい。
マイ、あずさ。元事務所仲間のよしみで忠告しといてあげる。
oh Jesus.
実力は嘘をつかない。ライバルを恐れるのは自分たちの実力に自信が持て
So
ない。
NSS mean SNS means social media? No.
関わってなんかいないで。
It means message. I can't remember what it's shorthand for, but think of text messages or
行こう。
messenger apps is often what is referred to within SNS.
はるか、ありがとう。
これは。
あら、私へのプレゼントじゃなかったの？
でも。
So you're taking a translation over an actual definition? Okay.
選んでくれたのかと思っちゃった。
True. That is one of those issues with translation, right? Or shorthanding things. It's always rough. How many times we've seen, like, that's fucking... That's where you get the whole Kiryu doesn't kill people thing. It's the mistranslation. Which is fucking hysterical still to this day.
少し支度があるから一度事務所に戻って待ってて。
I know, all I can say is, you know, video games aren't well known for their accuracy sometimes. I like that thought. Now, I'm gonna get all my facts now from video games, so I can clearly just go into public and beat the shit out of a bunch of people and never get arrested. As Yakuza showed me. Also, I'm just saying, those tights would have definitely gotten ripped up by getting on this kind of concrete ground. Translated chin chin and like, no. God damn it. Now I just want to do the fucking line. What chin chin dice? No. Oh, chin chin daisuki. There you go. Do it in the funny voice. Let's see, so there's a bunch more sub-stories to do. God, we have so many fucking work missions to do still. Ugh. Okay, I think they went a little too far with the work missions in this game. For Haruka. It's Ochinchin Daisuki. Ochinchin Daisuki.
Oh,
Hey, sister.
のイベントは大変だったみたいですね。でもどんどん成長していますよ。あなたには教えがいがある。前のトレーナーもきっと悔しがりますね。レッスンをしたければいつでもスタジオにいらっしゃい。それじゃ。
Oh, can I do more lessons now? Because I kind of need to do more lessons. Get them stats up. Hell yeah. Got to do the new one because I have to practice this one a little bit more. And let's do a hard lesson. Alright, ready to see me fuck this up? Because I don't think I've ever done a hard one before. Outside of like the dance battles, and I suck at those ones. Fuck. All right. Oh boy.
かき消せない痛みと後悔のループフォトフレームの私が切なくにじむ
I dropped the combo? Fuck.
いつの日かこの涙があなたを振り向かせるといつの日かこの傷にあなたが気づくと愛しさの傷口は羽をなくした鳥のようねえどうしてねあなたはそんなに悲しく笑うの
Fuck. I messed that up so badly at the end there. Oh, I was so close to the combo. Okay.
いい感じ
You know, before Michael Jackson died, he was alive? Fucking really? Oh, bloody hell. Alright. I have a feeling for that song now. I could practice it a little bit more. But I don't know how much more practice on it specifically is going to actually improve that. It did really well. But I could have done better. I didn't get the combo.
お待たせはるか。悪いけど少しここで待ってて。
That's always going to be how I think. That's why I suck when it comes to these rhythm games, because I know I can't quite do them perfectly.
でも
Better is not always bigger, sure.
社長左手で
ええ、荻田に突き飛ばされたでしょ。あの時右手を痛めちゃったからね。
大丈夫なんですか右手使えなくて
まあね、私もともとは左利きだったの。子供の頃預けられた里親にちゃんと右手で書く
It's not
のに
always... Wait, it's not like it was bigger, it's not better. I should cut
今
that
時
out.
の子はそこまでやらされないんでしょうけど、ま、そういう時代だったんでしょうね。さ、これで終わった。待たせて悪かったね。今夜の予定は全部キャンセルしたわ。あなたはもう出かけられる？
Yay, we get to go shopping. Girls' night out, everybody.
なら行きましょう。毎日大変だったし、ストレスも溜まってるでしょ。今日は買い物に行って全部発散させるのよ。いいわね。
はい
Oh my god, I just looked over at my cats and just... One of them is like half off the beanbag and just floating in the air. Fucking glitched cat. Oh god, now we're gonna go through the fashionista sort of shit right now. Gotta love it. Le March then. Oh god, Le March. Spicy money. Took 5 hours to choose 3 clothes. I mean, I get that though. I take ages to pick my clothes. Especially when I'm like going for actual proper clothes and not my like sweat pants and shit. Like I have personally spent like a almost full 5-hour period in one shot before. Just around fucking, what is it? Suits and stuff like that. I think I bought one suit. And that was just the jacket, the shirt, and the pants. Oh, also a belt, I guess. Oh god, I have to pick something to wear? Oh no. Alright, give it a try. Sweaters and things. Okay. Oh, I like that. That suits Haruka a fair bit. Now, go to bottoms, you mean pants, alright. I would hesitate to say this. Probably that. It's all about getting rid of stress. Don't need to worry about things on you. Okay. Is Haruka gonna actually wear the outfit? That's the real question. See, I wanted to go with like flats if I could, but see what other kids your age do. All right, let's go. I wonder where the arcade is. It's not like it's muscle memory. Oh god, it just took me there. Okay. Haiko no Tatsujin. Oh god, is this another fucking rhythm game? It takes so time to choose clothes. Yeah, but I also heard only 3 options at each fucking point. And like, most of them look trash. I'll be honest, it was a fucking lesser of the evils. Oh god, okay. So it's gonna be a rhythm game, right? 'Cause it's this fucking game, alright.
この達人だ。曲を選ぼうっと。
We'll go with this one.
難しさを選ぼうっと。
We'll just go with normal.
さあ、始
See
ま
how
る
this goes. Claw games. Claw games are a mixed bag where I am. No, this one's an actual game, by the way. This mini game is an actual game. I have seen it in Japan as well. You can get it on consoles and you can get it in thing. It's literally an actual thing. No, claw games in New Zealand are the regular, like, more American styled ones, which are really sucky. I do not like them as much. They're more like, they're not meant to be played at arcades. They're meant to be played at bars or at, like, random places. Something I have a distaste for. We don't really have arcades here in New Zealand, which is something that I think should be rectified. The drum with the beats, reach the left. Okay, so boom, a beat on the front of the drum, on the rim of the drum, a drum roll for the front of the drum. For larger beats, you can get extra points by hitting both sides of the drum or rim of the drum simultaneously. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear God. Okay. I'm gonna fail this minigame. I did not too bad, I guess. I cleared.
成績発表だ。
Okay.
クリア成功だ。
God, that was hard, I'll be honest. Like, that was much more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Okay, game. Alright, there we go. Eventually got there. I can see behind the curtains. You haven't covered it properly. Takes a bit of strength, doesn't it? Your dance lessons must have built up your stamina. For a sense of rhythm isn't bad either. I'm not too confident in that one. Still think my my rhythm is bad. Oh, hell yeah, photo stuff.
ね
I demand a do-over. Can add doodles, hell yeah. Hey, poor Hori. Man's getting fucking slagged for no reason at this point. Okay, so something has to go wrong.
あら、ほんならカレーにしようか。ほんま？はようち帰ろう。はいはい。
Like, Manager-san's gonna fucking die at this point. Well, not quite yet, I think, but like, give it a bit of time. Man, I'm real fucking mean, aren't I? It's like Haruka finally has a mother figure. She's going to die.
どう少しは息抜きできた
はい、とっても。
明日
I'm
か
sorry,
ら
I've
また忙しいわよ
played too
お
many
互いもう
Yakuza
休んでる
games.
暇はないわレッスン漬けにしてあげるいいわね
はい、頑張ります。
はるかこれあなたにあげるわブローチのお礼少し早いけどデビュー祝いのプレゼントよ
そんな、これ以上プレ
Do you
ゼン
think
トなんて
Yandere is
い
real?
いから
Do I think there are crazy, weird people that are stalkers in real life? Yes.
これ社長が使ってた。
Doesn't that unlock her
こ
vault?
んな高そうなものいいんですか？
高そうじゃなくて高いの大事にしなさいよね
大事にします。
Okay, so she's definitely gonna die now.
私がデビューするって決まった時大切な人からもらった
Because they're trying to kill you because they love you? Yes. That's what I mean by crazy psychotic stalkers.
デビューの時もマイクに隠してずっと両手で握ってたんだから
やっぱり社長でもデビューの時は緊張したんですね。
今思えば大したことじゃなかったわ
Dude,
もっと大変
it's on the news from time to time.
私の場合特に大変だったわね
どんな風にですか？
Obsession can take you far further than it should.
18でデビューする前には結婚してたの
え
相手はその万年筆をくれた人よもちろん世間にもそれに事務所にも内緒でね私は自分が韓国籍であることも家庭に問題があったこともそれに既婚者であることも隠してアイドルを続けた案外うまくいってたわでもある日私は自分が妊娠していることに気づいた
Here it is.
すぐに下ろしたわ当時はあまり迷いはなかったまだ若かったしアイドルを続けるためには仕方のない犠牲だって思ったの
Ooh.
夫に打ち明けたのはその後彼その時初めて私を殴ったそしてあの人は私の元から去っていった 自分がそばにいたら私の夢の妨げになるからって。私はそれも仕方のない犠牲だと受け入れたわ。でもその後、結婚していた過去があったことを知った事務所は私を売り出すことに躊躇するようになった。いつ爆発するかわからないスキャンダルを抱えたアイドルに大金なんてかけられないってね。予定されていたイベントは次々に中止された。日本ドームで大規模なコンサートやろうなんて話まであったのにね。
すごかったんですね、社長。私全然知りませんでした。
コンサートが私の夢だった。コンサートをすれば自分を捨てた親や世間を見返せると思ってた。収容人数5万5千人親にも愛されなかった私にしては上出来な数でしょ。別れた旦那もコンサートをすれば見に来てくれるかもなんて考えてね。でも現実には事務所には見放されて、コンサートどころか仕事はどんどん減っていったわ。後にはもう何も残らなかった。自分がもう子供を産めない体だと知ったのも全てを失ってからだったわ。
そんなことが。
スターを夢見て犠牲にしてしまった過去への償い。それが今私がアイドルを育てようとしている理由なのかもね。もしかしたら失ったものを取り戻そうとあがいてるだけなのかもしれない。でももう私にはこれしかないのあなたには迷惑かもしれないけどね。
迷惑だなんて。私社長のためにも頑張ります。
ありがとう。でもあなたのおかげで私も失っていたものを少しだけ取り戻せたかもしれないの。
God, that was rough.
この前
So,
プリンセスリーグであなたの決勝進出が決まってから雑誌の取材を受けたのよ。それを目にした元夫からこの手紙が来たの。
okay.
東京で会わないかって。
Okay.
彼とはもう二度と会えないと思ってた。私の行けない遠い世界に行ってしまって、それっきり連絡も取れなくなってたから。
社長。でもそれじゃこんな大事なもの私がもらっていいんですか？
もちろんいいの。でもその代わりと言ってはなんだけど、はるか、あなたに一つ頼みがあるの。
Uh-huh.
別れた旦那に会うにしてもこれだけ年を重ねちゃうとね、会ってがっかりされたくないのよ。待ち合わせの場所にはあなたが行って、それで私のところに彼を案内してきてほしいの。あまり明るい場所で今の老けた顔見せたくないから。
私でお役に立てるんでしたら。で
I
も
don't
心
like
配は
this.
ないと思います。社長今も綺麗ですから。
I do not like this.
ありがとう。お世辞も上手になったわね。
お世辞じゃないです。
彼には東京でのあなたのライブに来てもらう約束になってる。その時また改めてお願いするわ。その万年筆はあなたが私の代理っていう目印になる。つまりそれが彼と会うための鍵でもあるの。
This makes me feel very wary. This is something else going on. Like, there's no way that that is the only angle. Haruka's definitely getting kidnapped. Oh.
今日は私も楽しかったわ。寄り道しないで帰るのよ。
社長も気をつけて帰ってください。おやすみなさい。
Yeah. There's something else going on. There is definitely something else going on. Yeah, I guess let's just go to bed. But yeah, no, in relation to what you were also mentioning earlier, but like, the likelihood of that is also very low, and given the situations. Like, it takes a weird fanaticism for that sort of occurrence, and normally there needs to be a deep-seated reason as to it. So it needs to be going for a very long time. In the experience I have with that stuff, and the knowledge around it, typically it would be like childhood, like it would basically take 20-30 years, and they would need to be like quite young to harbor those sorts of things to occur. So it's not even a worthwhile worry most of the time, unless you're doing a very specific thing, which like things which at that point in time it's like, well, no offense, it's kind of on you. Okay, so something's happened.
どうしたんですか、こんな朝早く。
大変なんや。今すぐ事務所に来て。
何かあったんですか。
それが、僕もなんて言うたらええかわからへん。とにかくすぐにこっち来て。
Which comment? The stuff about the yandere stuff? I feel like that was pretty self-explanatory. And what you mentioned afterwards. Okay, so something's happened. We don't think Miss Manager has committed outro or something like that, do we? I mean, Yakuza, there's a good chance that, like, they'll throw that curveball at us. Okay.
ああ、ちょっと君。
ではパクさんが自殺をほのめかすようなことは？
いいえ、タレントのデビュー前なんで張り詰めてはいましたけど、自殺するようなそんな感じはなかったです。
堀江さん、
はるかちゃん。
彼女は？
沢村はるか、うちのタレントです。今日パクが東京に行く予定やったのも彼女のデビューイベントの準備のためでした。
See, this is the problem. I look at Park and I don't see someone that was going to commit outro. I see someone that was like
それより社
had
長、
something else going on. I don't know if she would have done that.
はるかちゃん。
I mean, I knew she had to die, right? But hmm.
なんで嘘だって社長は社長
Man, it's almost like this game's a crime drama. Hey. Hey.
寒い。
It's our boy. Aha. So. Uh-oh.
はい。はい。
あ、やっと出た。もう社長、朝まで携帯繋がらないってどういうことですか？
ああ、花ちゃんね。いや、ごめん。気づいたら朝になっててさ。
気づいたら？どうせまた飲み歩いてたんですよね。もういい加減にしてください。日帰りで東京に戻ってくるって言ったのに、私また事務所に泊まっちゃったんですからね。
いや、それ悪かったね。
それでそっちの様子どうなんですか？
ああ、そうそう。もうすぐにでもオープンできるよ。蒼天堀支店。電話も通ったし、看板も出した。大丈夫。もうちゃんとやってるって。
へえ、この2年毎月のように大阪通って準備してきた事務所ですもんね。きっとさぞかしご立派なんでしょうね。
何か遂げない？その言い方。
そりゃそうでしょう。支店を開くのなんてその気になれば1ヶ月もかからずにできるんです。それなのに。
あ、ごめん。誰か来たみたい。またかけるよ。
誰かってこんな朝早く誰が来るって言うんですか？
そう。
さあ、そんなこと言って本当はまた逃げる気なんじゃないでしょうね。
また後でかけるから。
あ、ちょっと社長。
Get out, Hana-chan. Oh, for God's sakes.
やっとご在宅ですな。 スカイファイナンス班。いつ来てもお留守なんで営業する気ないんかと思いましたがな。
まだオープン前でしたね。出直してもらえると助かるんだけど。
せやけどね、この辺でビジネス始めよう言うんならまずうちら通してもらわんと困りますがな。
どちらさんですかね。
近江連合の袴田っつうもん
Do you
です。
know like cause like binary best?
そういうこっちゃ。
Do you mean code languages?
なんでもこちらさんは
Midnight, is that what you're asking
い
for?
くらでも貸すって話やないですか。
Because Morse isn't a code language per se. It's just binary
はいはい。
with a format behind it, or an interpretation
あんた方
format.
相手にしてあげるほど暇じゃないんでね。お引き取り願えますか。
Okay, that's first of all, that's still chords. There's no R in codes,
新品でまだ開封も
and there's an E at the end.
極道甘く見とると痛い目合うで。
I mean, it's a difficult one to answer. Like I'm
素人舐めすぎて
E, E in between the D and the S.
なん
E,
やと
CODE is code.
だったらそう言えばいいのに。
Man
そう
code.
すりゃこっちも話くらい聞くのにさ。朝っぱらから喧嘩をしてこられちゃう。
Because if you're
イラッとするんだよね。
あ兄ちゃん、わしらとやり合おう言うんか。
yeah, there you
よ
go.
く言うよ。そっちが先にふっかけてきたんだぜ。
Like, are you asking what types of codes I know? Because if that's the case, then like base, core, Python, Java, JavaScript, there's all sorts. Like something you can add as a secret code in the story. I mean, with that, yeah, Morse code's probably your best bet a lot of the time. But if you're looking for like secret codes, you're looking for actual language, not programming primarily or code.
これって
Again, like going through kind of what you're mentioning.
はい。もしもし。
社長、よかった。大変なことが。
え？
今、ダイナチェアの堀江さんから電話があったんです。パク社長が、ゆうべ自殺したって。
Tell you some languages. I mean, like if I'm talking programming, there's Python, there's C, C++, sorry, C hash, Java, JavaScript, Superscript.
それでいい。
There, no, so, not Superscript. What the fuck? There's, I mean, there's also the unique ones per different thing. So, like for example, I work in GML a lot because I'm working in Game Maker. Different library types as well determine the code a fair bit. There's, I mean, I guess there's Scratch as well as an argument. There's visual codes, like GMV. I mean, like, yeah, there's base, there's binary. That's some of the ones, visual codes. Yeah, Scratch and GMV, two visual codes I can think of at the top of my head. How do you best describe a visual code? I mean, it's... Think of it drag and drop. It's like... the if statements that I do, it would be like you drag an if bubble, and then you put the stuff underneath it. Nothing in my item box. Good to see that Akiyama has fuck all in the way of health, as per usual. Alright, we'll leave it at that healing, that's enough. To the face of a fallen enemy. Yeah, that's probably the one I want. His tech stuff was really good in the previous game. So now Park's dead. I'm not allowed to move. There we go. Is that meaning the taxi? Yeah, no, I don't care enough for the using the taxis at this point. I'll run. Be good to actually play as a character that can beat someone up. Hey, buddy. Fight. Oh, I can finally beat people up again. Oh, you ran away. Okay. Yeah, no, I still love Akiyama's fighting style, and I will probably love it till the end of days. So I'm willing to do some fights here just because it also relieves the fact that I have not been able to punch something in so long in this game. Come on, give me the fight. Not bad. There we go. What happened to the other game? We're still playing the same game. What do you mean? This is just a different chapter. This is how idols work, remember? Go now, sorry bro, have a nice day, good luck in drawing adios. Yeah, catch you later, midnight. Oh, did I hear backup getting called? I'm so glad he's got that. Now we're in for a cup of tea. I mean, again, like I'm still playing Yakuza 5. What do you mean? Like, it's... What else is there to say?
堀江ちゃん。
秋山さん、驚きました。さっき大阪にいらしてるって聞きましたけど、それにしてもまさかこんなすぐお会いできるやなんて。
本当に自殺で間違いないわけ？
遺書が残ってました。すぐ返してもらえるようですけど、一応今警察で筆跡を鑑定中です。ただ僕が見た分には社長の字に。
Was that what she was writing with her other hand?
それもあってか警察でもほぼ自殺と見てるようです。
You're playing as the girl? Yeah, it's a chapter difference. It's how I've played as both Kiryu and Sajima as well in this game.
よくあるケースやと。
Like, this is the same game that I punched a bear in the face. We finished the chapter and moved on to this chapter. I don't know what else to say.
こう書いてあったんです。もう疲れました。ごめんなさいって。
もう疲れました。ごめんなさい。パクさんらしくないな。
同感です。
彼女に何があった？
正直言うてようわかりません。仕事面で敵は多かったですけど、僕が見る限り自殺するような状況はありませんでした。ただ一つ気になることがあって、その件で秋山さんに相談したかったんです。
というと？
社長が秋山さんからお借りしてた金のことです。さっき確かめたんですけど、入れてあったはずの金庫からなくなってたんです。
盗まれたってこと？つまりパクさんはその金を取ってったやつに殺された？
いや、そうとは限りません。社長がいつの間にかどこかへ移動させてたっていう可能性もありますし、社長が管理してた帳簿が見つかったらなんかわかるのかもしれませんけど、それもまだ見つかってなくて。ただ盗まれた可能性もあるっていうことは秋山さんにお伝えしときたかったんです。もしそうやったら正直なところ返済の見込みが立ちません。
まさか堀江ちゃんに払えなんて言わないよ。俺はダイナチアじゃなくてパクさんに金貸したんだからさ。
それは分かってるんですけど、あんな大金となったらやっぱり気になってしもて。
しかしこんなことになって、これからこの事務所どうすんの？
わかりません。この事務所はずっと社長のワンマンでしたから、僕らだけじゃどうにも。ただ社長がずっと力を入れてきた新人がもうデビュー寸前なんです。
新人か。
Wait, did Akiyama ever actually meet Haruka?
まで足運んでスカウトした逸材です。社長相当力入れて育ててたんですけど、今事務所閉めたらこれまでの苦労が水の泡に。社長はそんなことを望んでないように思うんです。
堀江ちゃん、その口ぶりじゃあんたパクさんが自殺だとは思ってないね。
当たり前ですよ。そんな玉やなかったでしょう、うちの社長は。
ああ、まったくだ。
秋山さんの方はこれからどないするんです？
少し独自に調べてみるよ。こう見えても俺も金貸しだ。貸した金はきちんと回収したい。もし誰かさんがパク社長を殺してその金奪ったってんなら、そいつからちゃんと返してもらうまでだ。それに今の話じゃ警察も当てにならなそうだしな。パクさんがなぜ死んだのか突き止めるためには俺が動くしか道はなさそうだ。
秋山さん、
最後にパクさんに会ったのは？
さっき話に出たうちの新人です。今 4階のレッスンスタジオにいますからご案内します。
いや、大丈夫だよ。一人で行ける。
Yeah, I actually can't remember if Haruka ever met Akiyama-san in the previous game. I don't think so.
Sorry, ちょっといいかな。昨べパク社長と最後に会ったのが君だって聞いてね。少し話をさせてもらいたいんだけど。まあこんな時に話する気にはならないと思うんだけどさ。君は
No, they have met. Okay.
桐生さんところ。
秋山さん。
Okay. Well, that's the answer to my question then.
君なのか。パク社長が売り出そうとしてた新人っていうのは。そういや、さっき堀江ちゃんが沖縄がどうこう言ってたけど、こんな偶然もあるんだな。
秋山さんの方こそどうしてここに？
実は俺パクさんに金貸してたんだよ。
社長が秋山さんに？
ああ、彼女関西の金貸し連中には融資をみんな断られちゃったみたいでね。そんな時カムロ町になら無担保無制限で金を貸してくれるところがあるらしいって噂聞いて、彼女はすぐ東京へ飛んだ。それがスカイファイナンス、つまり俺の会社だったってわけだ。1年ちょっと前の話だったかな。
社長、そ
Hmm.
んなにお金に困ってたんですか？
ああ、いやそうじゃなくて、そのなんていうか、別にパクさんが食うに困ってたとかそういうんじゃなくて、額が額だったからちょっとね。
いくらだったんですか？
その3億円。
3億ってそんなに？
そう。ところが今その金がどこかに消えちまったらしくてね。今まさにそれを調べようとしてたところさ。
それじゃまさかそのお金がなくなったことで自殺を？
可能性としてはある。ただ俺に言わせればそれはありえないな。
どうしてですか？
俺はさ、自分のポリシーとして金を貸す前に相手がどういう人間か見極めるためにいろんな無理難題をふっかけてテストをするんだよ。いわゆる俺流の厳正な審査ってやつ。そのテストをクリアできなかった人間には絶対に金を貸さない。蒼天堀からわざわざカムロ町まで来たパクさんは俺の出した無理難題を見事に乗り越えた。俺のとこに金を借りに来る客はその大半がその場しのぎの金欲しさにやってくる。だから金のために土下座はできても命を張ることは
Oh god, wait, am I fucking an idiot? Is Park-san that girl? Or no, it's not.
必死だったよ。
Okay, thank god. I was about to say. She was just put through some of the similar stuff.
石にだってかじりつく勢いだった。
I was about to say, it's not the fucking same character from the previous game.
夢さ。
No, because she
彼女は
died.
金を借りに来たんじゃない。夢を買うために金を手に入れようとしてたんだ。命がけでな。俺の持ってる金はそういう人間に使われてこそ初めて生きるって俺は思ってる。そのために空から降ってきたんじゃないかってね。
空？
ああ、ごめん。今の話は余計だったな。とにかくパク社長には夢があった。そしてどんな屈辱を受けても諦めない強い意志でずっとその夢を持ち続けていた。だから俺は思うんだ。パク・ミレイという女は自分から死ぬような人間じゃない。
はい。
だからというわけじゃないんだが、はるかちゃん、辛いとは思うが協力してほしい。君は昨日パ パクさんに会った最後の人間だ。何か気づいたことがあったら何でもいい。教えてくれないか？
秋山さん。社長は自殺なんかじゃありません。多分誰かに殺されたんです。そうとしか思いません。だから私も一緒に連れてってください。
え？
お願いします。
Okay.
私も一緒に。社長に何があったのか私も確かめたいんです。お願いします。
参ったな。一応聞くけど、ダメだって言ったら素直に言うこと聞く？君なんて言ったって桐生さんと一緒に生きてきた女の子だもんね。
はい。
Okay, I like that. It's like, and if I said no,
さてと、まずはそうだ
didn't
な。
think that's gonna fly.
自殺を証明するってことになると、やっぱり自殺の現場を見ておく必要があるな。
Akiyama and Haruka reunited. Nice.
OK、その意気だ。で、パクさんはどこから飛び降りたって？
屋上です。このビルの5階。
なるほど。まあ、とにかく行ってみることだな。
God damn. Okay, now that I have like a comparison point, Haruka is a lot shorter, but God, she felt so fucking tall. Oh, we've actually been up to this roof before. I fucking said there was going to be something to do up here later.
失礼。
誰よあんた？
東京のカムロ町でスカイファイナンスってお店をしてる秋山さんという方です。堀江さんが社長の件でお呼びしたって。
あ、そう。
秋山さん、こちら山浦さん。事務所の社員で私のボイストレーナーもやってくださってます。
よろしく。
どうも。それよりはるか、あんたボイストレーニングしたかったらスタジオ来いや。クリスティーナも来てる。なんかやってへんと気が紛れへんからね、こんな時は。ほならな。
さてと、ここが現場ってわけか。はるかちゃん、パク社長が飛び降りた時間って？
今朝6時頃、近所で何かが落ちたようなドン
Heard the impact. Okay.
だそうです。
なるほどね。
Where'd she jump
飛
from?
び降りたとされる場所はどこから？
秋山さん、社長はこの場所から飛び降りたんだそうです。
なるほど。自殺を偽装するには楽な場所だ。そういえば、やっぱり靴は揃えておいてあったのかな？
ええ、そうだったみたいです。
マニュアル通り、自殺のお手本といった感じか。そういうところもパクさんらしくないんだよな。なんだか誰かが自殺を演出しているようにしか思えない。
そうですね。
Yeah, this is 5 stories.
この高さだと下手すると助かっちゃうな。うまく地面に頭から落ちる。
Yeah.
足から着地したら複雑骨折程度で済むこともありそうだし、それにこんな繁華街の中じゃ何より人様に迷惑をかける心配もある。普通飛び降り系の自殺する人ってもっと場所を選ぶよね。
そうかもしれませんね。
俺がもし自殺するんだったらもっと高くて人思いにしてるところがいいんだ。
Okay, that's getting dark.
今わかるのはこれぐらいか。
もういいんですか、秋山さん。
ああ、ただ 自殺が偽装されたって証拠は見当たらないな。一旦下に戻ろうか。
はい。
堀江ちゃん、突然だけど、はるかちゃんも俺と一緒に動くことになった。パク社長が本当に自殺だったかどうか、二人で調べる。
え、なんではるかちゃんも一緒に？
実は俺とはるかちゃんは以前からの顔見知りなんだ。まさかパクさんのところにいるとは思わなかったから、会ってびっくりしたよ。
そうやったんですか。まあこんなことになってしまいましたし、もうプリンセスリーグに出てる場合やないもんね。
プリンセスリーグ？
ああ、今大阪のテレビ局でやってる対戦型のオーディション番組です。トーナメントを勝ち抜いて優勝したアイドルには大手レコード会社からのメジャーデビューが約束されるっていう企画番組なんですけど、彼女その決勝戦を戦ってる最中なんです。
決勝？え、それって、すごくない？
すごいですよ。すごいに決まってるやないですか。
あ
社長
あ。
は何としてもその番組ではるかちゃんを優勝させて、東京でメジャーデビューコンサートを開くつもりで動いてきたんです。
優勝するかどうかもわからないのに？
ええ、それほど社長ははるかちゃんにかけていたいうことです。そやけど社長が亡くなってしもた今、番組に出るのもどうかと思いますし、しばらくははるかちゃんも番組とかへの出演を控えた方がええかもしれません。
ダメだ。それは続けよう。何としても。
なんでですか？
それがパクさんの夢だからさ。はるかちゃん、さっきパクさんが俺のところに金を借りに来た話したよね。
はい。
パクさんが俺から借りた3億。実はあの金は東京でのライブイベントのための制作費だったんだよ。
それほんまですか？
とはいえ3億ほどの金だ。全部がライブのためってわけじゃなくて、東京での活動資金なんかも含まれているんだろうが、とにかく少なくともパクさんははるかちゃんが勝つと信じて俺のところに金を借りに来たってことだ。
そうやけど確か社長が秋山さんから金を借りたのって
1年半前だ。
つまりそれって。
そう、パクさんは決めていたのさ。はるかちゃんに
That's kind of impressive.
どんなことがあろうともはるかちゃんに東京でライブをさせるって。まさか3億が君のためだったとは。
社長がそんなこと考えてたなんて。
だからこの夢は簡単に諦めちゃならない。誰かがパクさんの夢を継いでやらなきゃパクさんも報われない。そういうことだ。はるかちゃん、君のパクさんへの気持ちはわかる。だから一緒にパクさんの死を追うのをやめようというつもりはない。だからこそね。
やります、両方とも。社長との夢も社長の死の真相も私にはどっちも大事なことだから。
おお、さすがパクさんと桐生さんが見込んだだけはある。そうこなきゃ。よし、それじゃあ堀江ちゃん、君はちゃんと彼女がそのプリンセスうんたらつのに出られるようマネジメントしてあげて。
はい。そうやけどお金がなくなった今となっては。
だからその3億を取り返して夢を叶えるんだよ。それがパクさんの死を調べる意味だと思ってる。
秋山さん、わかりました。
でも社長の死を調べるって一体どうすればいいんですか？
やはり決め手は遺書だな。
遺書？
自殺でなければ犯人が偽装したってことになる。堀江ちゃんは社長の字だろうと言ってたけどね。
私も見ましたけど。
どうかした？
そういえば社長、少し前に手を怪我したんです。右手を。でももともと左利きだったから不便はないって左手で字を書いてました。
なるほど。だとすると遺書も左手で書いたはずだ。本当に彼女自身が遺書を書いたのなら。
ええ。
だがもし今回の遺書が 右手の筆跡で書かれたものだとしたら、
Yeah, I was thinking as much.
偽造したってことになる。つまりパクさんの自殺は偽装されたものってことだ。
By her killer.
殺した犯人によって。
はい。
実際に遺書を見て確かめよう。確か遺書は筆跡鑑定が終わったら返してもらえるんだよね。
ええ、そんなに時間はかからんって言うてましたけど。
よし、それじゃあそれまでは一旦待つとするか。俺も自分の会社のこと少しはやらなきゃいけないし、はるかちゃんもやりたいことがあったら今のうちにやっといた方がいい。
いえ、私はここでずっと待ってます。こんな大事な時に他のことをしている暇なんて。
今だからこそだよ。
え？
君はまだプリンセスリーグの決勝戦もあるんだろ。暇が本当になくなるのはこれからだ。
Okay, so I might be able to switch between these two,
今のうちにやれる
is
ことはや
what
っておい
this
た方がいい。
is potentially sounding like.
そうですね。わかりました。
それで警察から連絡あったら僕から連絡するから息抜きしといて。
So we can finish off a lot of the Haruka stuff still. Maybe? We'll see. I mean, if she's standing there with a bubble above her head, then I can probably.
ああ、今後のためにアドレス交換いい？
はい、もちろんです。
アイドルとアドレス交換なんてなかなか貴重な体験だね。それじゃあ俺は自分の店に戻ってるから。
はい、わかりました。
Can't just wait around here. Maybe the speed thing. Okay. We're back this evening the earliest. You can use this time for whatever you need. It's the future. Nice. Oi, oi, oi. You can change characters now. From the hideout menu or talk to the character you want to change to. There we go. Okay, so now I can switch between Haruka and Akiyama. So with that being the case, I am actually going to stop here because there's not really going to be any way we can fit anything else in the time. And I need to, now that we're in study time again, because keep in mind, we're now back in the time where I'm going to be doing lectures and stuff like that in the evening. Well, evening. Throughout the day, I'm now going to be in lectures. I need to give myself a bit more time. Which means I actually probably... I can't be asked correcting it. Friday's going to be a shorter stream. Just a warning. I forgot to set that up as a shorter stream. To be fair, I think I also messed up with Persona and didn't write the correct episode it will be. So, you know... a lot that I should probably fix about it. Point is, though, at the end of the day, yeah. So, I will say, once again, though, sorry for not streaming yesterday. I just was in a bad state of mind with a lot of things, and the sleep was really not helping. Hopefully that will pick up as we move forward. But yeah, just in general, things are not going so well for me in... the real life space. So yeah, with that being the case, with that being the case that we're finishing up though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. Helps the video out more than you might know. Also consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, as well as follow me over on Twitter/X. Where I do post when I'm going live, as well as some of my thoughts, feelings, general information. I also do have a YouTube channel and Twitter/X for the game that I'm developing. So if you're so interested, you can head over to my Twitter and it'll be probably quite easy to find from there. But I will be posting more about it in the future. Nothing really much else to say other than that. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.